Hi everybody, this is Ken, and for your next project, you are going to design something of this proportion. So approximately this wide by approximately this high. So a little wider than it is high. So it's landscape and not a portrait orientation. And your subject can be the subject of your choosing as long as it's something that will um, appeal to a wide range of employers. They might not have a deep personal interest in it, but it's something that would appeal to the general public and a wide range of employers. It might be tree frogs, or it might be cruelty-free cosmetics, or cooking, something like that. And you will design a multi-column layout. Here's an example of a tree frog one, cosmetics, and cookbooks. So it'll be a multi-column layout. In this one, there's 3 columns. Here, there's 3 columns. One does not have text. And here, there's 3 columns. So a multi-column layout, approximately these proportions. You'll start by finding an image that is copyright free, that you have the rights to use, a high quality image that matches your subject matter. You'll also do some research and find some information on your subject matter. You don't need to necessarily write the research yourself. You can. You don't need to, or you can modify it, but there shouldn't be any grammatical errors in it or any errors that happen because you accidentally deleted parts. You can manipulate the text as you like, but it should read well. So a few other things that I want to point out are, um, and I'll zoom in on this one a little bit, I'll at least attempt to, um, with the frog one. I just want to indicate, and this one, I want to indicate the frog one. What they did here was they placed the image, and then they placed a box behind it, and they um, added a text box here, and a heading that spans over columns. The same is true here, and the same is true here. They also put a small caption here and added some horizontal lines. You can see that the colors all go together, and even the style. This is kind of an earthy, froggy type, and they're trying to keep that cohesive right there. And this one, they used a kind of a higher quality, a little more refined uh, font here. You had a big, bold, fresh font in this reverse type. That's light type on a dark background here. They also repeated some of the colors from the image. And lastly, lastly, the cookbooks one, um, they have the image, they repeated it here, and aligned things, and have a photo caption here. You'll notice a few things with all these. There's alignment. There's a margin around them, so there's no bleeds on these designs. You can have a bleed if you decide to. What a bleed is if this picture extended off the edge. If it does, make it 1/8 inch over. If any image extends off the edge of your page, have it 1/8 of an inch off the edge. Any image or design element. So looking at these are somewhat unified because they're aligned. This aligns with this. All 4 of these align here. These align here. Look at the alignment right there. The alignment there. There's not little pieces that are out of place. There's not an indent here for the photo caption. It's right aligned there. So everything's pretty nicely aligned for the most part. Same with this one. Nicely aligned. That's centered down here. And lastly, things pretty nicely aligned here. Got a little playfulness here with that shape, kind of echoing on the playfulness of the frog. I'm going to show you how some of these were put together manually in InDesign a bit. Right here you can see this is in the guideline mode, and you can see that this is the multi-frame text box. I'll demonstrate that and a few other things. This is the margin that was created when the document was made, the margin, multi-frame text box. This image was pulled in, and then a picture box was pulled in here and colored the same color as the image by sampling the image. That way it appears to be one large box, so to speak. Some of these colors were pulled in from the pictures here, making it cohesive. And there's also some things in here in which there's the text in this box, which is dark text on a light background, and this box, light text on a dark background. There's an inset to these boxes that can be found under text frame options, under object. And there's an inset, and that pulls the type in from the edges. And it just so happens that with these two, the text is pulled in from the edges, and it's also all selected, the text, and the box is vertically justified. So the text within the box goes all the way even to the top and even to the bottom, vertically justified, even to the top, even to the bottom, with a little bit of inset. So that's roughly how those pieces are put together. You also notice there's varying width to these columns. And there is to the column gutters and the columns themselves. And it's up to you to really lay these out and design them how best you see